YouTube, what is good? Welcome back to another video. We're here today with a banger. Shout out to y'all, the gang, the real ones, the people who are liking my videos, who are subscribing, who got the post noties on, who are actually watching the videos. Shout out to y'all. I appreciate you guys a lot. Once again, it makes me just want to keep uploading. So for real, shout out to y'all, man. We've been doing really good. We've been getting the likes. Y'all didn't do too good on the last video, but that's okay. I ain't gonna hold it against you. It's cool. It ain't an issue. But I do appreciate y'all. So with that being said, please hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new. Turn on post noties. We are so close to being monetized, and that's thanks to y'all. And we got a lot of content coming soon, so you don't want to be missing out. So make sure you do those things. Today, we got another build I came up with myself. So let's go ahead and hop right into it. Today, we got a build, position, power forward, height 6'10", weight 214, wingspan 6'10". The build is inspired by Jayson Tatum. It is a diming 3-level threat. Now hear me out. I know Jayson Tatum isn't known to be a playmaker, but Jayson Tatum this year has been throwing dimes. He's been getting triple doubles and stuff. He's been going crazy. He's averaging at least about 6-7 assists a game. So I wanted to make an updated Jayson Tatum build and include some pass accuracy in this build, making this build be very versatile. So let's go ahead and hit continue and get right into the attributes. Close shot, we got a 77. I like this. Jayson Tatum is decent under the basket. He doesn't play under there too much, but I wanted to make sure he had a little bit of something. Then we got driving layup at an 80. Now, I like the 80 driving layup just because I feel like 80 isn't the best, isn't the worst, still really good. You get some good animations, and for you to be 6'10" and have an 80 driving layup, you'll definitely be able to finish at the basket with the silver physical finisher. And then you get the float game on silver also and layup mix master, so I do like that. But for the finishing on this build, we got an 87 driving dunk. Now, I wanted to get posterizer. Jayson Tatum do be booming on people, but I wanted to make sure we had this at least. Just because he's got to get some dunk packages, got to be able to dunk the ball. Like, what is a Jayson Tatum build if it can't do almost everything on the offensive side of the ball? And that's really what we were going for. Standing dunk, you got a 57. Once again, I made this build how I would like to make this build. I'm not saying you guys have to make this build this exact way, but you can use this build as a template and make your own. You could tweak it and make your own build based off of this. I don't like standing dunk. I don't like to do standing dunk. I feel like it's kind of useless unless you're going down there to do a standing dunk, or you're a dweeb or dork who's running to the paint and then stopping and standing dunking. I just don't use it. So we went with 57 standing dunk. Post control, we got an 82. Now, if you guys have realized in the last couple build videos, I've been making builds to be very cat breaker friendly. So we went with 82 just in case you want to get Hall of Fame post fade phenom. You can upgrade this to 84 and then put 2 more on mid range and have a cat breaker left over if you only got 5. But also, if you don't have cat breakers, this build is still going to be really, really good. That's what I was going for. But yeah, you're going to get the gold post fade phenom with this build, so I do like that a lot. Jayson Tatum does play out of the post a little bit. He's not a big post player, but he can play out of the post, so I wanted to give him a little something. On to the shooting. We got an 87 mid-range. Now, a lot of y'all are going to be like, oh, 87, boo. Bro, once again, the build is very cat breaker friendly. What I would do with my cat breakers is I would put 2 on mid-range, so I get 89. That way, I can get set shot specialist on gold. That's what I was going for. You're going to get gold set shot specialist, going to help you out a lot on this build. But even still, 87 is really good, bro. You're going to be able to knock down middies. You're going to be able to knock down jumpers. You still get silver set shot specialist, and you get silver shifty shooter. So I like the 87 mid-range. On to the three-pointer. We went with 83. I feel like I kind of had to go 83 to give him limitless range. I mean, you can go 80, but I like having the badge just because I feel like it helps you just a little bit beyond the three-point arc. So I wanted to make sure he got limitless range. Jayson Tatum is a really good three-point shooter, so we went with the 83. Free throw. This for all you people who be playing rec. I know y'all be mad when I be making these builds and they never got free throw, but we've been giving them these builds more and more. Today, we got 82 free throw. You gonna knock them down. So, shout out to me. Let me hear in the comment section. Y'all just let me get a couple thank yous. I'm looking out for y'all boys. But on to the playmaking. We got 87 pass accuracy, so that's how we got the DIMING in the build name. You're going to get that bailout on bronze. You're going to get break starter on gold, versatile visionary, very good badge, and then gold dimer. Bro, this build is going to be able to pass the ball at a very, very high clip, so I like this a lot. On to the ball handle. You're going to get a 75 ball handle. Not the worst, not the best. You're 6'10", bro, so you got to kind of take that into account. Jayson Tatum's ball handle will probably be higher, but once again, the builder's very limited. So if you want a 6'10", you're going to have to go with the lower ball handle. I like the 75. I think you'll get some good animations. You'll definitely be able to move around the court, dribble around the court with no problem. You're going to get gold strong handle too. And you still get bronze ball handling badges. So I like that a lot about this build. Speed with ball, we get a 68. Got to make sure I get lightning launch on this build. If you're able to get lightning launch on a build, I kind of feel like you need to get it. And Jayson Tatum needs to have lightning launch. So we made sure we got that. On to the defense. It's probably one of my favorite areas of this build. We got interior 75. Now, once again, I'm not telling you guys make this build exactly like this. You could take it and tweak it to your liking. I went with 75 because I think that's more than enough. You get paint patroller. You're 6'10" with a 6'10" wingspan, bro. Play hands up, you'll get a stop. Once again, I got a 6'4" guard with 71 or 72 interior, and I get plenty stops on every single build, I promise you. Unless you're a big and you standing dunk on me, I'm going to get a stop playing hands up. It's ridiculous. Perimeter defense, we got an 83. So I felt like he needed to have some perimeter defense. Jayson Tatum, listen, and this was irritating me a lot when I was making this build. Jayson Tatum is low-key like a Swiss Army knife. He's like LeBron. He can play in any scheme. He can do mostly everything on the court. And I kept getting the Swiss Army knife name, but I didn't. I wanted to make Jayson Tatum, but of course I couldn't keep the same build name. So I kept tweaking it around and tweaking it around. So I stopped getting the Swiss Army knife name. But that's pretty much what Jayson Tatum is. So I wanted to make sure he had some perimeter defense. 6'10" with 83 perimeter defense, bro. Silver challenger, silver immovable enforcer, silver pick dodger. Listen, I'm not even going to say what you can do with this build. Being able to handle the ball, play defense, shoot, and finish. I'm going to just let y'all take a guess. Let me know in the comment section what you think. I'm going to let y'all take a guess what this build can do and how annoying you can be with this build. We also get 60 steals. So once again, I don't spam square on defense, but I will press it occasionally. So if I'm going to press it occasionally, I want to make sure I got interceptor. That'll be the only time that I press it is a passing lane. You get bronze interceptor, not the best at all, but it does work. So I wanted to make sure we at least had 60 steal. Block, I went with 78 so I can get that high flying denier on silver. Jayson Tatum, this is probably the only part of this build that isn't too much Jayson Tatum. Jayson Tatum's not a big shot blocker, but once again, I was making this build how I wanted to make it, so I had to give him a little bit of a block. I had to make sure we soup him up a bit. So we went with 78 block. Going to be able to play defense. If you're going to have 83 perimeter defense, you might as well take the block with it on this 6'10", bro. It's going to help this build out a lot. On to the rebound. We got 55 offensive rebound. I don't care for offensive rebound at all, bro. So y'all can have it. Defensive rebound, though, we got an 80. Now, I was trying to get 85, but I wanted this build to be faster, especially at 6'10". So I took the 80. Reason being, you're still going to get rebound chaser on silver. Only difference is you're not going to get box out beast on gold. You'll still be able to grab a board, bro. You're 6'10" with a 6'10" wingspan. You can take this build to every single court and be perfectly fine. I promise you. On to the physicals. We got 80 speed. So this is what I was looking at. 6'10" with the 80 speed, bro. That's above average speed, especially on the 6'10". You're going to be moving on the court. Agility, we got a 75. Not the worst. You're still average, if not above. If you're 6'10" with a 75 agility, though, bro, that's above average in my opinion. So I really like that because Jayson Tatum is faster and quicker than most bigger guys on the court. People that are 6'10", he's a lot quicker than them. So I wanted to make sure we got those things right. Strength, we got an 83. I really like this because Jayson Tatum is a stronger player. He is finishing through contact, playing through contact. Want to make sure we got some strength on him. You're going to get the box out beast. You're going to get silver brick wall, silver physical finisher, silver post powerhouse, silver immovable enforcer, which I'm very happy about. And you still get gold strong handle. The build is going to be a problem, bro. Like, it's really going to be Jayson Tatum. This build is going to be crazy. Vertical, we got a 75. Once again, just wanted to make sure we got posterizer on silver, but you'll still get some good dunk packages with this. So I like this build a lot. The attributes are really, really good on this build. Going to make this build very versatile, be able to use this build in all game modes, and it's very much like Jayson Tatum. So let's hit continue, see what shades we get. And first shade, Jayson Tatum, bro. Like I said, this is Jayson Tatum. We get Jayson Tatum, Pascal Siakam, Harrison Barnes. Really good power forward archetypes that can move around and score with the ball. You have built a diming 3-level threat. I like this build a lot. You guys let me know how you feel about this build in the comment section. Is it fire or is it trash? Let me know. If you think it's trash, tell me why. Don't just say the build is trash, the build is whack. Let me know why. Because if you just say it's trash without an explanation, I'm gonna call you a dork or a dweeb or a Neanderthal. I'm gonna call you something crazy, bro. But yeah, you guys let me know how you feel about this build in the comment section. Grading this build A to F on it being Jayson Tatum, I'm gonna give it an A. Only reason I'm not giving it an A+ is because I kind of souped him up just a little bit. But I still like it a lot. Really good build, really good Jayson Tatum build. Grading this build A to F, being able to use this build in all game modes. Listen, I apologize to anybody who hates what I'm about to say. I'm gonna give this build an A+. You can take it to the ones court and you're gonna have no problem against any build in the game. You can play defense. You got perimeter. You're 6'10". You're faster than most 6'10s. You can get a stop on the bigger builds, and the bigger builds won't be able to guard you. And if you get matched up against a guard, bro, yes, it's gonna be a little bit harder defensively, but if you get the ball, you're gonna cook them. On the twos court, I'm sorry, I don't mean to do this, but you could play the 1 or the 2 on the twos court because the ball handle on this build is gonna allow this build to be able to dribble and be able to score, bro. And the 6'10s on this game are just really, really good. So this is a very versatile 6'10. You can take it to the twos court and play the 1 or the 2. You can play with the guard and you can play the 2, or you can play the 1 and have a really big lineup and be very annoying. Now, same goes for the 3s. You can play with this build at any spot in the 3s, bro. It's ridiculous. You can run a very big lineup, 6'10 and up, 1 through 3. You can run a guard and then this build at the 2 and then another big at the 3, or you could just run a normal lineup with this build at the 3, and then this build is going to cook all the bigs, bro, because he's so much faster. It's ridiculous, bro. The build is really good. And then of course you could take this build to 5s. Now if you get caught, I mean, really, you could play the 3 or the 4. You could play the 5. You're gonna be small ball, gonna be hard to get boards, but you can play the 5 if you really need to. So I think this build is fire, man. You guys let me know how you feel about this build in the comments section. And if you made it this far, please hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new and turn on post noties. We're grinding, almost at 1,000 subs. I appreciate you guys a lot for that. And we got a lot of content coming out, so you don't want to miss it. So make sure your post noties are on. That's all I got for you guys today. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.